Hi lovely people, welcome back to my tutorial for today. I sincerely appreciate you guys for your love and your kindness. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you also for giving me the hope to carry on. And please, if this is your first time, kindly help us by hitting on that red icon to subscribe. And also touch the notification bell so let all to be the first to be notified whenever I upload a new video. Subscription is absolutely free. Okay, all right. And if this tutorial is helpful, kindly give us a thumbs up and feel free to leave a comment at the comment section. Now today's class we shall be looking at how to make a Danshiki gown, okay, or an abada, whichever one you decide to call it. And it will be having a pocket at the front part, an inner pocket at the front part. All right, so here I have like 2 inches, two yards of Ankara fabric. I have more than that, but what I folded here is 2 yards, or not up to 2 yards. Okay, so 2 yards can be perfect for you to make this dress. Okay, so the length of my dress is 41 inches, includes my folding. Okay, all right. So here I have all my line drew out. Here is where my shoulder measurement will be, and from here I have my armhole measurement, and from here also I measured 18 inches for my waist measurement. Okay, that's my half length. Then from here I take my hip measurement, which is 9 inches. All right, so and this dress is a cut together. I folded my fabric into 4 equal parts, no zipper allowance. Okay, so here my measurement will be starting from this folded point. All right, okay, my shoulder measurement is 16 inches plus my sleeve. Okay, I'm using 8 inch for each of the sleeve, which is 16 inches, plus my shoulder giving us 32 inches. Divide by 2 will give us 16 inches. Okay, all right, so here I'll mark out my 16 inches. So I'll use those extra inches for my folding. Okay, so here I'll take back my normal shoulder measurement, which is 8 inches. Okay, and I'll take my shoulder slope of 3 inches. Here I'll come down by 1 inch. So here now I will connect it from those 3 inches to 1 inch down to this place. I'll just make a straight line here to connect it. Okay, initially I took my armhole measurement, but here I want my sleeve to be 10 inches. Okay, so here I'll take back my 10 inches. All right, so here I'll mark my 10 inches, and so at this point now I'll draw a line. So here is where I'll be taking my bust measurement. Okay, so because this is not a fitted dress, it will be in kind of a block form. Okay, so I'll be using the highest of my inches, and which is the hip measurement. Okay, which is the highest. My hip is 48 inches, so I'll be using it for everything, both my bust down to my hemline. Okay, so my hip is 48 inches, divide by 4 will give us 12 inches. So I'll add extra 2.5 inches. Okay, making it 12 plus 2.5 will give us 14.5. So here I will mark my 14.5 inches. Okay, I'll mark my 14.5, and I'll add extra 1 inch for my ease. Okay, making it 15.5. So here I'll just mark 15.5 all through down to my hemline. Okay, Just mark 15.5. Okay, so I'll just go ahead now and connect it. So from here I'll just mark it straight this way. Okay, so coming down here now, I'll just come in by like say half inches and connect it to my bust area this way. Okay, all right. But this sleeve is not constant, what I use here, so you can decide to make yours 10 inches, okay? But I want it to be 8 inches, but you can decide to make yours 10 inches, 12 inches, depend on what you want. All right, so for here, for my neckline, I'll be using 3 inches for my neckline. Okay, I'll be using 3 inches. Then for my neck depth for the front, I'll be using 4 inches. And I'll have a slit of extra 4 inches to make it 8 inches. Okay, then for the back, I'll be using 1 inch. So from those 1 inch, I'll connect it to my 3 inches. And I'll connect that to the 4 inches. Okay, so I'll go ahead now and cut it out. I'll now separate the back from the front, then cut out my front neck. And I'll also open it up to that 8 inches. Okay. Okay, so I'll just go ahead now and open up my front part. Okay, I'll just make a straight line here where my center part is. Okay, all right. So for the pocket, I'll take back my half length, which is 18 inches. Okay, which is here. All right. So from those 18 inches now, I'll take the length of my pocket. I think 6 inches is okay. The 6 inches is here. So from this center part now, I'll come out by 5 inches. Okay, and also this side, I'll come out by 5 inches. All right. So here I'll also mark my center part, my half length, which is 18 inches. Okay, so from this 18, I'll mark my 6 inches. I'll just make a straight line to connect it. So from this 18 now, I'm going to connect it to 6 inches. Okay, and I'll do the same thing here. From this 5 inch, I'll make a straight line from the 18 inches to the 6 inches. Okay, so here I will make an opening in form of a slit. I'll just open this place straight like this. Okay, so this will be the pocket. Okay, and I'll be using this piece to turn it out. Okay, I just bring another fabric so that it will give it a kind of a design and also make the pocket to be obvious at the outer part. Okay, so here I will make a slit, then I will cut out, since I have 6 inches here, I'll be cutting out 7.5 inch, or like 8 inches. Okay, I'll be cutting out 8 inches. I think 8 inches will be perfect. Okay, I'll cut out 8 inches for the length, and I will use 3 inches for the width. Okay, then I'll sew it from the back of this dress. Okay, then pull it out at the front part. Okay, so let me just cut it out and show you. Okay, initially I said that I'll be making the length 8 inches, so I added extra 1 inch for my joining. Okay, because I'm going to cut out a lining to line it up. But if you don't want to line it, you can also use your iron to bend the edges. Okay, then stitch it round. But I want to cut a lining for it, so I added extra 1 inch, making it 9 inches. And here I don't want the edges to be sharp, so I just curved it a little bit. Okay, I'll just cut it out. Okay, so this is what we have. So I'll just cut out a lining for it. Then after that, I'll turn to the wrong side of the dress. Then I'll put it this way. Now I'll make sure that the excess I have at the upper part will be equal to the one I have at the down part. So I'll fix it this way. Then I'll stitch it round this slit. Okay, when I put it at the back side, I will stitch close to this my slit. Okay, I'll stitch it round. Then after that, I will now open up my facing. Then I'll turn it out. So I'll just go to the machine and do it so that you understand what I mean better. Okay, so after that, I will now also cut out our inner pocket. In that manner, it is in 2 ways. If you like, you can cut out separately for this part or for this part. But for this, I'll be cutting a full block square that I will attach to this part. Okay, so let me just go to the machine, do this, then I'll come back and cut out the body of the pocket. Okay, the full pocket. All right, and I'll also cut out my facing for the neck part, both the front and the back. I have done so many tutorials on how to cut a facing, so you can just check on my pages and you will see some of my tutorials, and if you don't know how to cut a facing. Okay, now I've used the facing to turn it out. Okay, so this is the front part, right? So for the pockets, I've attached this to the dress. So what I will do now is to flip this out. this way to turn it at the front part of my dress. Okay. So I'll go ahead now and use, either you use your gum stay to hold this up, or you just use a matching thread to stitch it at the edges this way, and do the same thing to this side also. Alright, so the next thing I will do now is to attach my inner pocket to the dress. So this is the back face, okay, but before I do that, I'll first of all stitch those parts, okay. So here I'll place this way. So I use 3 inches will be up, okay. I measure 3 inches up, then 4 inches downwards, okay. All right. Okay, so I have 4 inches down, I have 3 inches up, so I'll just set it well, okay. Then here I measure 3 inches outside, 3 inches outside here, so and I take the whole measurement. So whatever thing you have, you cut it out, adding your sewing allowance. So I'll just place this way, okay. Then I'll stitch it up, but I'll first of all use my iron to bend it with half an inch all through. Then I'll stitch it up this way, okay. Then after that, I will join the back and the front shoulder, then use 1 inch to shape up the body, and that will be all. Okay, so this is the result of our dress. As you can see, our pocket comes out very beautiful. So I'd like you to try yours. It really looks good. Thank you for watching till the end. Till we'll meet in my next class. Love you all. Bye.